Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians tried to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe once again found themselves up against Lucretia Sanguine. New Rogue tried to strike a deal with her to both return Jack Magnum to him and return Adam to his own body in exchange for a child. But instead she charmed New Rogue into trying to kill Adam, and Adam stabbed Jack Magnum with his dull needle, causing them both to collapse. Dell and Tyler arrived on the scene, and Tyler finally slapped New Rogue out of his charmed state in time to hear from Denton Arthur that Aesyr Sanguine's army is marching towards the Rootless Evergeen. Can the troupe retake the floating tree city and fight off the approaching horde? I doubt it.
Our four heroes are sketch comedians plus a stage manager who were performing. They're the band Wet Change. They're performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival when they were sucked through a mysterious mist and ended up in Ravenloft, a spooky Dungeons and Dragons dimension. The only difference between the reality of these fictional versions of our players and our reality is Dungeons and Dragons does not exist. It gets too meta if that happens. Otherwise, everything else in the real world is the same. Inside this first domain, they learned that they were summoned by Aesyr, god of the mist, who can speak to Tyler of these four characters through what was originally a laurel crown and then became horns growing out of his head after a number of magical happenstance. Our heroes learned that they were to defeat the Dark Lord of the First Realm, and then that they needed to defeat 3 more after that to be able to free themselves, giving Aesyr enough power to get home. However, along the way, they trained as heroes, classic D&D classes. Dell became a bard, but specifically focused on visual magic as opposed to the traditional music. Guy Bradford, who died, but his new incarnation as New Rogue, a memoryless man-child, is now a cleric of Aesyr, god of the mists, hoping to protect his friends and keep them alive. Tyler trained as a blade singer. That's a wizard who can kick ass. He went from glass cannon to glass hammer. And then there is Adam, who became Shadow, who became Shadow Nemesis. And along the way, he trained as a barbarian, channeling his inner rage and dark feelings to give himself even further power. In addition to these classes, each of our characters were gifted and cursed by magical items within Ravenloft. Dell received the Reality Blade, a weapon that lets her carve into reality itself, fueling a lot of her magic, but that also allows her / forces her to engage with ghosts pretty regularly, along with some blood magic. Our dear friend Guy Bradford is dead. He is now New Rogue, and he has ghostly spectral limbs from his elbows to his hands and from his knees to his feet that seem to melt through everything around him. He's also borderline undead and constantly trying to capture memories of who he was while figuring out who he also is now. Tyler is big, and Tyler's never mean, but he sure is green. His skin is green. He has black flowing hair. He's got that rocket beard along with big horns and a pinky he can take off and use for magical purposes after he took that laurel crown and dipped it in a blood cauldron before putting it back on. Last but not least, Adam / Shadow Nemesis was infected by a symbiote a la Venom. There you go. There he is on that mug, available at dumdumdice.com, the merchandise store. They're really good mugs. But he was cursed with a symbiote, so he has to be able to feed it, either through wasting time or through eating brains, and Adam really hates wasting people's time. Our heroes journeyed through this first realm, all of them along the way, journeying, capturing new magic, learning new tricks, and Adam slowly devolving into an absolutely psychopathic evil monster who murdered several people, adopted one of their children through a series of lies, claiming that the man he had murdered had told him to raise this daughter, then tried to teach this daughter and the army of minions he had stolen from the evil villain whose helmet he claimed, tried to get them to be as powerful as possible to then make him more powerful. He ended up being the chosen one, defeated the Dark Lord, and became the Dark Lord. At that point, only at that point, did our heroes all learn that every domain is an absolute nightmare, custom built to prey on the weaknesses, insecurities, and deepest personality flaws of the Dark Lord, which meant that it became really untenable for Shadow Nemesis, as all of a sudden everyone knew every evil thing he had done and were determined to destroy him. So instead of staying as he had originally planned, he did decide to continue his journey with the rest of the characters. They crossed over into a new domain, a second realm, with the help of Aesyr, alongside 2 companions that have traveled along with them. There's the Doctor Deputy, an evil miniature squire of the Black Knight who is determined to follow Shadow Nemesis into the world, knowing that they could just kill everyone different than them. But seems kind of harmless and strange and weird, as they thought at the time. And Dell brought Rumple Foreskin, a bone horse that had originally been ridden by the Black Knight into combat who had been pretending to just be a horse. However, Rumple Foreskin has a full personality, is a full person, and is determined to find the herds of the bone horses of Baleen who are lost somewhere within Ravenloft. Traveling to this new realm, our heroes encountered a forest, along with a collection of evil dolls who stole their bodies using magical needles, before our heroes managed to get their bodies back in a triumphant battle where, unfortunately, the Dr. Deputy's body was killed by Adam, who then lied and said that the god Aesyr did it, leaving the Dr. Deputy trapped in a doll body. Traveling forwards, our heroes encountered a vicious demon, Aesyr Sanguine, who blasted them with fire before creating evil doppelgangers of these heroes and spreading them throughout the domain, guaranteeing that the name Wet Change and these individual heroes would be distrusted and cursed everywhere. Then Aesyr just flew up to his castle in the sky and has allowed their evil doppelgangers to reign. Moving forwards, our heroes found Protection Town, run by an elderly artificer named Denton Arthur, who had created a robot army to protect the town, but sadly not fast enough to be able to protect the inhabitants who had been lost. Denton helped our heroes, geared them up, gave them a ring of tubes, which is being worn by New Rogue currently, which lets New Rogue summon pneumatic tubes that appear out of mist portals to be able to send messages back and forth to Denton Arthur, who is coordinating with other heroes throughout this domain. Leaving town, they made their way forwards to the unnamed graveyard, where they had a wonderful Thanksgiving before being attacked by gargoyles, who they destroyed and then buried in a hole. The heroes continued onwards to the Barren Hills, which was the first place they were going to try to save other things, but they had so much internal conflict, it took longer than any of us would have expected. When they were there, they ended up meeting the Werefolk, who had originally lived on the Rootless Evergreen. The Rootless Evergreen is a floating tree that hangs 10 feet off the ground that is nearly a mile wide in terms of its roots system. However, it had been overtaken by the evil Streamlabbing Tyler. That's right, Tyler's evil doppelganger and his army of Hecklins and Jecklins have forced the Werefolk out into the barren hills, which are just covered in rocks. It prevented them from ground fishing, which was their usual methodology of feeding themselves, and it meant that they were starving. But our heroes were here to help. Or at least 3 of them are heroes, because they did tell the Werefolk that Shadow Nemesis was a psychopath, and then Shadow Nemesis wasn't allowed to go, and then Chat gave Shadow Nemesis a bracelet that meant he could only tell the truth, at which point he fled into his mind alongside his symbiote and threw poor old innocent Adam back into the driver's seat of his body. Adam had a breakdown. Tyler learned to fish. The Werefolk learned that they could trust everyone. New Rogue had a bit of a crisis of faith, and Dell, because of a robot explosion, ended up cutting off one of Rumple Foreskin's legs. But luckily, they reconnected. When the party was back together and Adam was super drunk, they put him to bed. And then the Dr. Deputy, who had realized that Shadow Nemesis was trapped inside Adam's heart, had a bit of a breakdown himself, stole his needle, and stole Adam's body, trying to chop off his hand. They managed to stop him from doing that, but learned that Adam, who is now trapped in the doll, can't attempt to take back his normal body for 24 hours. Along the way, our heroes were all attempted to be seduced by a succubus named Lucretia Sanguine. Shadow Nemesis dove into that right away and has already given her a child. Dell didn't directly refuse anything, but through a series of miscommunications, Lucretia believes Dell betrayed a trust. Tyler said no, but he was just offered a Nintendo Switch by a depressed Lucretia. And then New Rogue. He has a mist goat. It's the only thing he can touch. He loves it with all his heart. He doesn't hurt it. And it escaped into the night and then was kidnapped by Lucretia Sanguine. And New Rogue was forced to give Lucretia a child through a simple touch on his cheek to get Jack Magnum back. He did so. There were some hijinks along the way, but it really just adds up to like, those didn't work. He made the trade. He got his goat back, reappeared. However, because he had tried to hurt Lucretia Sanguine using his death magic while accepting the deal, she charmed him and told him to kill the doll. Back in reality, he tried to kill Adam. Adam hid behind a goat. Adam threatened to kill the goat. New Rogue didn't stop. Adam stabbed the goat with the needle. New Rogue almost had a complete breakdown when he was freed from his charm, thinking he'd killed him, but the other two realized that Adam is now in a goat body. And in an hour, the goat and the doll will wake up because there's a goat in the doll. Also, they got a tube telling them that all of the other doppelgangers are forming a massive army with Aesyr Sanguine and coming for the Rootless Evergreen. So our heroes need to overtake that place and get the Werefolk onto it and prepare for a war. That's where we left things.
Cool.
I just wish more stuff happened. That's all.
Yeah, it's been kind of a nothing campaign.
Yeah,
up
it's
to this point.
almost too easy.
No, don't say that. No.
We should delay more, though. We need more.
We do. Yeah. We need to delay more and not sleep at night more.
Guys had 25 crises of faith so far in this one episode.
This is like an army waiting by the tree, just like, oh, come on. And we're like, oh, but
we need 10. We need 10 more. We need another 10. We need another 10.
Hold on.
All righty. So we're all caught up on where we are at. Then it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. New Rogue, Tyler, and Dell. You stand over a sleeping doll. New Rogue, you hold a sleeping goat. You have been told that an army is coming. You know that you have Dr. Deputy tied up and gagged in Adam's body back in the carriage. What do you do? It's 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait. So I have them in my hands, and I'm still like piecing everything together of what just happened. I have this brand new cape, look great, but I'm still very distraught. I'm touching this very tender body, and then I recall, oh right, the milk. I had pocketed it before in a glass. Yep. The glass did not have any kind of top, though, I don't believe. So
it was a bottle.
It was a bottle. Oh, thank God!
It's full of milk.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna be like, so pop it open, and I'm just like, Jack Magnum, please come to, buddy. Here. I didn't feed you before. Now I'm going to, buddy. Here, and I'm just pushing it up to its lips and just trying to.
Adam, I sent you before we started a Goat Adam sheet. Can you roll me a con save?
Oh, all right. Let me pull it up on my phone. Oh man. +1. All right. That's a total of 16.
16. Even though he's asleep, this goat's hungry. So Jack Magnum just latches onto this bottle and drinks the milk.
He's alive! Everybody, Jack Magnum is alive!
Yeah, they're just unconscious from the body swap.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Okay, great. Oh,
so you know that's Adam, right?
What?
I go and pick up the doll body and go over to New Rogue. You might want to put this in your bag or something because your goat's in there.
The needle does the body swap, right?
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought he was just stabbing the thing in the little poor Jack Magnum in the throat.
Maybe he was doing that. I don't know, but I kind of thought we had our Adam back, but he got pretty aggressive and mean there again, kind of holding a baby goat hostage. I mean, to his credit, he thought he was going to die. You were magically compelled to kill him. So
yeah.
Wait. So that means Jack Magnum's inside of Adam's body that's in the carriage right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's Jack Magnum right there. That little doll is Jack Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because Jack. Okay, this is like 3 levels of just people being in other people's bodies.
This is gonna suck to untangle. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. And then I'm just gonna pick up the doll too. Then, and I'm just going to like.
Yep.
Hold them both. Just
that's
them
great.
In between.
What can you roll me a D8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Do I get to add something onto that? Just for nope, it's a 3.
Great. You do 3 damage to the doll as your hand begins to burn through.
Oh fuck!
No, you broke. Oh
no! I knew it.
Put it down. It's okay.
Yeah,
Put it down.
And I wipe my tears on Jack Magnum's fur, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, Adam. Wait, does he understand me? And then I tried to like use Jack Magnum, I guess, like who is now Adam, I'm going to basically try and like pick up the doll by like using both of Jack Magnum's arms, kind of like chopsticks or tongs.
Tyler, do you want to just hold on to the doll?
Why
Do you
don't-
want to just?
Why don't one of us just take that for?
I just want to hug my baby.
Well, let's, your baby's asleep. Let's, there's I don't get it, but there's like a period of like rest or unconsciousness when the body swap happens. So he's got a timeout right now. When he's awake, maybe you can figure out a hug kind of thing. But for now, you can't touch him.
This fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. In the meantime, we gotta get this tent taken down and put everything in the carriage, and then hustle. Like,
Yeah, we
should we go
gotta
back to the werewolf people, were people something? Obviously,
Yes, we have to.
we're in
There's an
trouble.
army coming for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumpleforeskin, are you okay for traveling without having really slept? Are you okay to help bring us all over there?
Oh, hell yeah. I barely had to do anything, and I got this new fucking leg. Yeah. And some fucking sick kicks that you see. You hear the ratchet clank of the metal with the super powered kicks.
That thing's badass. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're up for it, then yeah, let's take the tent down. We got to figure out what to do with Dr. Deputy in Adam's body. We are tired
And the mist swirls up around you, new rogue, and gives you a pop culture reference that helps you come up with a plan of what to do with Adam's body with the Dr. Deputy in it.
Okay. What to do with Adam's body? Okay, with Dr. Deputy in it. It's just going to be like, all I can think of is like a Mary-Kate and Ashley montage or something like that in one of their movies. It's like, guys, if we just put our heads together and have smiles on our faces, I'm sure there's nothing we can't do in a short amount of time. Let's go. And yeah, so I just race to the carriage and I pick up Adam's body and I'm just like laughing at both of you like, come on, guys.
Del, I think he might be bipolar.
he's had a really, really tough day. We all have, and nobody slept.
Yeah.
So at least he's in the carriage. We'll figure out when we get to the next place.
Yeah.
What we're
Okay.
gonna do next. It's one thing at a time. Let's just do something.
yeah.
I'm sick of arguing about it. We could just do something.
I'll take down the tent.
All right.
Great. So the tent is taken down. Everything is quickly stowed. Our dear friend New Rogue is thrilled and laughing and ha-ha-haing as it all happens until it's fully loaded up into the carriage. Rumpleforeskin straps himself into the front and just says, all right, so which way are we going?
Yeah, Tyler, which way?
Am I able to recall the direction that we need to go in?
Yes, Tyler, you know it's...
Thank God.
So, Tyler, are you riding on the front of the carriage? Or are you walking alongside it? Or are you riding inside and just yelling directions?
Well, I'll ask Rumple what their preference is. I'm assuming this carriage, if it's any kind of standard carriage, has like a driver's seat for someone who normally steers horses and things like that. I'll say, Rumple, do you want me to sit up here and help you kind of steer where to go, or what's your
Sure,
preference?
that'd be easy. And you could still talk with everybody else because, I mean, there's like half a carriage back there.
Yes, we are missing a bit there. Yeah. Okay, great. So, guys, I'll hop up front here. Obviously, keep an eye on Dr. Deputy, and I guess try to get some rest while we head over there. This is gonna suck.
Okay.
Can I pop out though? Like I remember that I'm wearing now, like I have a mist cape, but I also have Tyler's
Correct.
billowing cloak.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like, Tyler, I'm really warm. I wanted to give you back your cape. I mean, not because I'm really warm, but
No,
it made me remember. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to pray back here, and that's my shut eye.
Would there be any conversations you guys would have on the road? It'll take you a little over an hour to get to the camp, not because Rumpleforeskin can't make great time, but because this carriage is heavily damaged and cannot move at full speed.
Oh, so there's not enough time to actually do any sort of healing through rest. Damn.
Correct.
All right.
You can do short rest stuff. As you said, it was an hour, Ryan?
Yep. Yeah, you definitely have enough time for a short rest.
You short rest.
Okay.
If we can do that. I'm so tired. Bumpy carriage, bad open side, but still trying to sleep curled up in a corner.
And I'm really damaged. I'm really banged up.
I think I'm full health.
Well, you got a brand spanking new body.
Yeah, I'm good to
go. Guy, if you're in rough shape, you could spend hit dice during your short rest to heal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I roll.
I'm using a wizard ability called Arcane Recovery, and I'm getting 1 level 2 spell slot back. So I have a little bit of stuff, a little bit of juice.
Oh, cool.
All right, so I'll roll a hit dice. Let's see what I got. Come on, baby. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's
We love that.
That's a 4. Oh well, I'm.
Well, if you're level 3, you would have 3 hit dice that you could roll. So
I can roll all of them.
Yeah, you can use as many as you want.
Oh, I thought I could only use one of them at the time. Okay, great.
My tally is 1d10 and then 2 for the class level of something else.
Well,
there we go.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
A d10 either way, so cleric's carrying forwards.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to use some too then.
Okay. That should do me.
Can I recommend that Dr. Deputy also use hit dice because he's in my body? Can that happen?
You're asleep, so nope.
Oh,
just as a player. Did I?
So you are all having had these moments to patch your wounds, to find a little bit of rest, to move forwards. You are reaching towards the hill that leads down towards the Werefolk encampment, where you can see it is bustling and has plenty of activity. Adam, can you roll me an initiative?
Oh boy. Okay. Hold on. Let me just get my phone here. My initiative is 0.
You're a goat.
God. All right.
Now, how this works, for anybody who's wondering, all of the physical stats change to the body, but the mental stats, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, remain the same as the player.
That's a 12.
You win the race. So you wake up first, Adam.
Okay.
You are small, bigger than before, but would you raise your hands? What would you do if you found yourself curled up on New Rogue's lap?
And this is like me. This isn't like there wasn't some Shadow Nemesis battle.
No, this is just you.
This is just. What would I do? I mean, I'm comfy, right? So am I in the Bjorn or whatever that thing was?
Nope, you're just curled up on his lap.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe I'd kind of just do a little like stretch and maybe just do and I suppose I find out now if a goat
that is
can
the
talk.
point when you see your goat legs.
Okay, so can a goat talk, or am I going to say things and a goat sound comes out?
Well, I did send you a character sheet. And can you look up the languages that you can speak?
It says goat.
There we go.
Can a goat
You
talk?
can understand English, but you can only speak goat.
Okay.
So I could. Okay. Well, then I stretch. I'm just like, meh. Meh. Wait, do I know I'm saying goat, or do I think I'm like thinking words?
Roll me an insight.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Insight is just reading.
I would assume it's just a matter of like, if you go to, I don't know, Italy, and you think your English thoughts and try to say something to communicate with the local Italians, do you think you're speaking Italian?
But like,
because they come out as English.
But if
This is why it has to be an insight.
But if I think, like when you talk, you know, you're like, it's like you think. You know what I mean?
It's
like
canonically, he can understand goat, so it's coming out as goat. He's hearing it as goat, but he makes sense to him.
So confusing. Okay, let's see.
I don't know that it is, but
all right. Well, my modifier was 0, so it's 9.
You're just talking, man.
All right, so I see my goat legs, and I'll just start screaming, and I'll just be like, ah, ah, ah! And I want to like get up and like run.
Great. Are you going to run out of the carriage? Are you hopping around in the carriage? Where are you trying to run to?
I think maybe. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I I don't have control of my goat body yet, so I'm doing that like Bronco thing where like it's almost like there's a rider on my back, and I'm kind of it's just like like kicking with my back legs. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like no, but it comes out like and I'm just like kicking everything. I'm like yeah. He's
this is happening
when he says this. I don't know why.
Or Tyler, you're up top.
Yeah, you see.
Del and New Rogue, you are in the carriage while this is happening. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm like, oh no, poor boy, it's okay, my sweet little boy, my handsome man, stop. Shh.
And I remember he was trying to attack me, and I'm just like get away from me, and I want to like kind of turn and kick him with my feet, but it comes out as just like and then I kind of like get him.
All right, you have the attack stats for hooves, so please roll me an attack.
Oh, hooves is +2. I remember that, right? Hooves +2. All right, get ready. It's a total of 13.
13 will not pass his armor save, so you turn around to kick, and it glances off of him, doing no damage. You're a tiny goat.
Hey, Adam, I understand this is very weird for you, but it's okay, right, Del?
Yeah, Adam, you're a goat right now, but just calm down. Can you understand us?
Del, he's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me.
Do you think Adam can hear, or that like his whole brain is goat now?
I think he's just full goat.
Adam, are you in there? 1 clop for yes, 2 clops for no.
Oh, good idea.
Why are you asking me to clop? Can't you understand what I'm talking about? He's trying to kill me, you idiots.
Can you roll me an insight with advantage?
What am I rolling with advantage?
An insight with advantage.
Oh, insight's 0, I think, right? I think so.
Yep.
Man, these goat stats suck. That's a total of 8.
Those are your stats.
Yeah.
That didn't change with the goat. That's just who you are. You are still determined that you can. Maybe they can't hear you. You need to be louder.
Yeah, I'm going to try to kick guy in the shins again. Be like, he is trying to kill me. I don't know why I've turned into a gangster.
I don't know.
I can say you see. I can like that's the only English. It's like hey, see, but that's it.
All right, roll me another attack with hooves.
Oh, +2. 13.
13. You missed him and kick the carriage, still standing there.
All right, I'm gonna
like
try
Bronco,
to grab.
Crazy.
I'm gonna
So
try
he's
to grab
clopping
the
like
goat.
a motherfucker, Del.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab the goat and do the goat soothing that I did that made him go to sleep last night when he was a goat and he was too rowdy. I'm just gonna try to be like, shh, there, goat Adam, there.
All right, roll me an animal handling.
Okay. 14.
And
Adam, you roll me an athletics.
Athletics. Now I'm a goat. I must have good athletics. +2. I think that's similar to what man, 7.
You find yourself being eerily soothed as Del picks you up. This body doesn't work right. It's very weird to have to stay on all fours, but to be fully comfortable there. And then you just, Del, how do you pet the goat to calm it down? What does this look like?
Yeah, it's a goat is in one arm. I grab it with both arms, and then the top arm, I'm just doing the full from nose all the way over the head down to the back. Just slow, long pets of like, shh, it's okay, Adam goat.
What are you doing out there? You can't. No, you gotta. He's dangerous. You have to save yourself.
Yeah, no more kicking. Yeah. Okay.
We'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Just the idea.
Just as you calm the goat, Del, a doll stands up on the floor and falls forwards onto all fours, trying to skitter around awkwardly, going,
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to put a hand out since I know New Rogue can't do this and try to corral the doll from going anywhere dangerous.
Great. Can you roll me an animal handling? Or I would accept a sleight of hand.
Puppet handling?
Sleight of hand is at 18.
Jeff Dunham skills.
Yeah.
You can't stop this puppet as it dashes around your hand and starts scrabbling up New Rogue's leg, going.
I'm just gonna
elbows.
Brace him with my elbows. Yeah. It's okay, little guy. It's okay. You're in a different body now, but it'll be fine. Somebody
and the mist swirl up around you, New Rogue, and give you a pop culture reference that helps you figure out what to do with this goat.
Yeah.
In a doll's body.
Maybe. Okay, I'm thinking of like the new metal scene. Like the year 2000. I'm thinking of like Limp Bizkit and stuff like that. Like, yeah! And they're all wearing baggy clothing.
That's incredible.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? And I'm like, maybe if we wrap this doll in the baggiest of clothing, if I ever accidentally graze him, the baggy clothing will stop him from getting hurt, and I can still have some love with a little creature.
It's a good idea. I mean, there's not baggy clothing, but there's some tent supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get that rolling, yo. Let's put some camp supplies on it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me give you Goat Adam back. You can hold Goat Adam.
Right.
Yeah, just it's fine. Your hands
Okay.
can hold Goat Adam.
Okay.
And then
Yep, okay.
I'll get a camping blanket or something and put it around the doll.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna like, I pass the doll over with my elbows, and then I take. Okay, go at.
Can I just say over my shoulder from the front of like, didn't you build like a Bjorn for doll Adam to sit in? Wouldn't that just be as good for Jack Magnum to be like kept close and you can carry him around like in front of your chest or something? Did you make like a papoose for him or whatever?
I don't know what a papoose is, but I know a Bjorn. So yeah, I'll slide him the Bjorn, but maybe just wrap it in some extra blankets too, just in case.
Maybe Delvin put him in there
swirls
for
up
you.
around you, New Rogue, and you realize you must have missed something in your plan because a pop culture reference comes to you that tells you the one more thing you need to add to make sure that this doll body is safe.
Okay. I'm just like, oh man, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get on this one. Forrest Gump. So I'm like,
Forrest Gump, you got a Forrest Gump memory?
yeah, I got a Forrest Gump. This guy who's really great at things, and he has this journey where there's so many unexpected challenges, and he always comes out on top. So I'm gonna come out on top on this one. This is a surprise, but I think if do we have any checkered shirts and maybe like some pants we can hike up, to his like doll bosoms as well, just I'm just adding on top of like this camp supply clothing thing, and I just want to make him more Forrest Gump like, I guess. Does that help in some way?
It and the mist swirls up around you and gives you another pop culture reference that helps you come up with another thing you need to make this doll safe.
I'm not the only one that chat has the ability to torture. That's so funny.
Another thing that will make this doll safe, more than Forrest Gump clothing and camp supplies. Okay. Another thing, I'm Friday the 13th part 2. Remember where they introduce Jason and they have to cover his face?
That's what she said.
So maybe is there a burlap sack we can throw on top of Jack Magnum's doll face? So one, so it's not freaked out by seeing itself in a mirror, and two, it looks cool.
Are you talking about like making like a set of doll clothes for it?
Yeah. Yes. All of this has led to doll clothes. Thank you, Tyler.
Yep, and the mists swirl up around you again, New Rogue, giving you another pop culture reference of a thing that you need to keep this doll safe.
Yeah. It's just Austin Powers. It's just again, it's just like, oh, behave. I just need some mojo, baby, and I'll change how I act around this doll. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm just going to use my newfound mojo of the newfound situation, and I'm just going to handle myself better.
Del, is everything okay back there?
No, Tyler New Rogue, I think he didn't sleep or there's something. Are we there yet? It's getting intense back here.
we are getting there.
You are rolling down the hill right now, Tyler, towards the Werefolk camp.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to sort this first, or do you just want to go into camp and let everybody see what's going on?
Oh, man, he is the chosen one for this realm. Yeah, I'll pull over. I'd be like, Rumple, if you wouldn't mind just slowing it down and pulling over to the side of the road here. We gotta figure out.
We'll stop right over here. And Rumple Foreskin pulls over and stops. Del, you are getting out to look at the camp supplies to see what you could possibly do here. And that's when you feel the mist coil around your waist. And as you reach down towards it and your hand sink into the mist, you feel a wooden box appear. It's about 1.5 feet long, 6 inches wide, and maybe 4 to 6 inches tall. You're not entirely sure. And the mist pulls back and disappears. And you see a clean lacquered box. It's got small hinges. It's got a simple lock on the front. And on the top, it just says reality paints.
Ooh. All right. Oh. Tyler, I just got something. I'm going to open it slowly and look at it.
Can you roll me 1d4?
Yes. 4.
Perfect. You look inside and see 4 pots and a brush. The whole thing weighs about 1 pound. These 4 pigments all add up to you being able to paint almost anything you need that you could imagine in terms of color.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
What do you got there?
That looks like a set of paints just and a brush. That's really cool.
That came from the Watchers?
Yeah, and it says reality paint is what it said on it.
Yep.
Reality paint. Okay. Do you know what it does? Like, is this an inherent thing, or do you want me to take a look at it?
Oh, yeah. If you wouldn't mind looking at it. I also have beans that I meant for you to look at, but it's sort of been a whole thing.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty tapped out. I can do these as rituals, but it will take, in total, 20 minutes.
Right. I don't know if we have that. Well, look at the box. We'll look at the beans later.
Okay. Please take care of New Rogue.
I'll look through the
deputy
supplies
is secured and okay.
Del,
okay.
Can you roll me a perception?
Sure. That is 18.
You notice at the last second before you hand this box to Tyler that there are instructions inside the reality paint set that will explain what it does for you.
Oh, wait. On the top of the box is instructions. Oh my God, watch us.
Oh, that's handy.
If you use the brush and the paints, the paint will flow from the brush to form any desired object as you concentrate on its image. Each pot of paint is sufficient to cover 1,000 feet square of surface, which lets you create inanimate objects or terrain features. Could be a door, a pit, flowers, trees, cells, rooms, or weapons that are up to 10,000 cubic feet. But most importantly, when you complete the painting, the object or terrain feature depicted becomes a real non-magical object. Thus, painting a door on a wall creates an actual door that can be opened to whatever is beyond. Painting a pit on a floor creates a real pit, and its depth counts against the total area of objects you can create. The only limits are, nothing created by the pigments can have a value greater than 25 gold. If you paint an object of greater value, like painting a diamond or a pile of gold, it'll look authentic, but if it's closer inspected, it'll be made of paste, bone, or some other worthless material. If you paint a form of energy such as fire or lightning, the energy appears but dissipates as soon as you complete the painting, doing no harm to anything.
I see.
So if you
previously-
paid $25, would it be $25?
That would exist, yes.
And you could just continually paint
Until you run out
$25.
of paint, yes.
It is insane, your instincts for game abuse, Adam. It is just incredible. I love it.
But Del,
Yeah.
with these instructions, the thing you realize is you could
Make
paint
doll
a
clothes.
Forrest Gump costume and a burlap hat for the doll, and it would just be done.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go over to New Rogue and I'm going to do that. I'm like, all right, New Rogue, let me give this new Watchers thing a try. And I'm going to paint a little Forrest Gump outfit and a little burlap sack, but I'm also going to paint on the top of the sack little fluffy goat ears and then a little fluffy goat tail on the pants.
Oh.
And Del, what does it look like knowing that this is your magic as these items go from painted 2-dimensional objects to 3-dimensional reality and sink into the real?
Yeah, it looks like a kind of blobby painting. It's almost like kid pick style, or it's like blah 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 blah. And as soon as the whole full outline of it is done, it's almost like you look at it and instead of 2-dimensional, you turn your head and then suddenly you realize there are 3 dimensions to it and it just looks real. So it's like the paint in the air instantly switches to a real thing, and then I can take a little close towards the doll.
Oh, damn, Dale, you got that like Acme paint kind of thing.
That's crazy.
Like Toontown.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you don't know that, but
I don't know that. This guy is saying this, not to anybody else.
It's old Looney Tunes, yeah.
This is me. Okay. Hey, Del, does the hat, perchance, just because I feel like I might have the instinct, I'll try not to touch his face. Does the sack roll down like the hat's like turn into like a face mask sack?
Yeah, I drew it kind of like a burlap face hole sack thing.
My
you
God.
know, like how you described. I pretty much just tried to do, like commission style, what you said.
Oh, it has like 2 options. So like he can wear it as a hat, he can wear it as a mask, he can wear it as an intimidation mask, he can wear it as a safety mask. This is great.
Yeah, I would just try
Adam,
not to
you wake up
touch
as
it
the
a
goat.
lot.
Who's holding me? Am I on the floor or something?
You're being held by New Rogue, and finally the calming effects of Del have worn off. At this point, you realize that you thought you were talking, but they're only hearing goat noises.
That clicks now, eh? All right.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of get up. I'll like jump out of New Rogue's arms, and I'll be like, meh. And then I'll walk over to Del, and I'll like kind of like nudge her leg with my head, and I'll look at me like ma, like pick me up.
Oh, do you want uppies, goat Adam?
Ma, yes.
Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry, New Rogue. I know you want to hold the goat, but
It's not my goat right now. So
all right, hold on, goat Adam. I'm gonna put the doll in the New Rogue's thing with a blanket or whatever. I gotta finish this task. I'm like, finish this first, and then hold.
Yep,
goat
so he
Adam.
is Bjorned and papoosed and blanketed and Forrest Gumped and Friday the 13th Part 2'd and fully in position. You
I'll
now
pick up
also
Goat
have
Adam.
Goat Adam.
And I stick my tongue out at New Rogue. I'm like, nah.
Oh, okay, great.
that was really
Tyler,
cute.
I think we're good to go now.
okay. I still want to come down and just address something. I want to check on Dr. Deputy. Hop off
good
the
point.
driving bench and come around.
Dr. Deputy is bound and gagged, laying on the floor of the carriage.
Hey, Dr. Deputy, can you hear me okay? Nod if you can hear me.
He nods.
He nods. Okay, good. You get to stay in that body for a little while longer, as it turns out. And we've got a big fight ahead of us. So, I don't know. Do you know what a promise is or an oath? Do you know what an oath is? Not if you know what an oath is.
He nods.
Okay, good. And I think I checked to see that he's still got the bracelet on of being honest. He's not lying about knowing what it is.
He can't.
Right. He can't because it's on. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I say, if you swear an oath to only fight the people that we tell you to fight, we will let you be part of a really big fight coming up. How does that sound? Nod if you agree, shake your head if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
No head movement?
He looks curious. His eyebrows are raised, but he did not give you a yes or a no.
I'll reach in and I'll take the gag out and say, what was that?
Who are we going to fight?
We're going to fight like an army. Like a whole bunch of people.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you rather have Adam in this body than me?
Yep, but that's not an option right now.
Sure it is. Take his hand off.
No, Adam can't get back into that body. What does the hand have to do with anything?
If you cut the hand off, I'll let him back in.
Is from my identify spell, when someone passes like the save, can they voluntarily release or fail later to just allow a thing to come into them?
You're not sure.
That's kind of
honestly,
a question,
with your level of understanding. The knowledge you would have is the traditional magic of the doll and the person the doll goes from. No one expected then the doll has a different soul in it, and now that doll's out of the body. It's a little messy.
Yeah. Look, I'm not taking the hand off. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
But if you swear an oath to not cut off your hand, or even more specifically, if you swear an oath to keep the bracelet on, to fight only who we tell you to fight, we'll let you do a whole bunch of fighting. But you got to promise and swear an oath. Have you sworn an oath before?
No.
Oh, so I don't know how much.
Kept in line with violence. That's the purpose of a dictator. Okay, so so you essentially want to be my new Black Knight, and I get to fight whoever you say, and then whatever, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
How long?
How long what?
How long do I have to follow this oath? Think I want to work for you for eternity? Boo!
Until I say that you fulfilled your oath. Until I say I release you from your oath. How about that?
Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion plus 0. 18.
Ooh.
18's
All
haven't had it before.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. I swear. Take a quick commercial break right there.
Yay!
The doctor deputy has sworn his oath. Tyler, what do you do?
So I'm just trying to math it. I was like, okay, so he promised to do the thing that I said, and he has to be honest. So I think that works out. I'm just going to check the math with everyone else and be like, hey, I don't know if you heard, I just had Dr. Deputy make a promise, swear an oath, A, not to take off the bracelet, and B, to fight who we tell him to fight, but he gets to keep the body while we do that. He said he promises. He said he accepts the oath. Does that make sense? Should we be okay to untie him? And
I'm overhearing things, but I could probably simplify this for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Dr. Deputy, are you planning some kind of way to get around that oath, to do something shady, or are you going to honor, the spirit of it, not just the letter?
It's a good follow-up.
Yeah, I'm going to do the fucking job. I get to kill. Let's kill.
Oh, that's so smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got one more fighter in the fucking horrifying war that we're going to have to deal with.
Yep.
Yay, war!
But okay, but
How
everyone
we
just
get to burn the village?
Just look out for my body, please.
What's that code, Adam?
I think he wants milk here, and then I just jam it in his mouth. You go, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. There you go.
Have anything for this?
You seem to like that. So.
Yeah, man.
And you've run out of milk.
Oh.
I don't have anything for this.
Adam, is there anything you want to do as a goat, knowing that you are a man with plans? Do you have one?
It's no. I don't have any plans. Shadow Nemesis had a lot of plans. You
could voluntarily give up the spotlight if you wanted to, but you're in full control and do not have to.
But Adam wouldn't. Adam wouldn't be like, here, Shadow Master, you take control. But I would want to make up for all the evil that Shadow Nemesis did. So I want to. I want to get my point across to Dell because I saw. Did I see the painting happen or no? I was asleep. This closed painting that happened.
You saw the painting. You were in New Rogue's hands. You were conscious. You were just lulled.
Okay. So because I'm a goat. How do I get this across? So when there used to be this cartoon and toy line called Barnyard Commandos. And what it was that they were farm animals that had weapon gear on them. So I want to try to get Barnyard Commandos across to Dell and try to get armor.
God help me, but I had the idea to cast message to Goat Adam to see if I could communicate with him telepathically. And if this is what he wants me to relay,
Try it out. You don't know that this is what he wants to relay yet.
Yep, I know. So I see him going, yeah, and I say, hang on, I'm going to try and talk to him, and I'm going to cast message and say, Adam, can you hear me? Do you understand me?
Do I understand him?
You do understand him.
I do. Oh my God, Tyler, yes, I do. I understand you. I'm in a goat body. Help me. New Rogue's trying to kill me, or he was trying to kill me. I need armor. I need armor, and you need to tell Dell to make armor with magic paint for me.
And is that what I receive or something else?
Is there a limitation on how much you can receive, or that you'd receive that?
Message doesn't specify, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'm cool with the non-specified. Then you receive exactly that.
Wow. Okay. This works. A little bit of a broken telephone thing here, but Adam's in there. He can, as far as I can tell, understand us. He would like. First of all, I'm going to say this out loud. I look back at Adam. Like, New Rogue's not going to try to kill you. You're okay. He was charmed. He was magically influenced by Lucretia. So he's better now. You're safe.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
And he's
I
sorry.
give him shifty eyes. I kind of squint at him with my goat face and
That being said, he's asking Dell for you to, I guess, paint him some armor and weapons.
It's a specific armor. Specific.
The next thing for me to hear from you, I have to initiate. That's the way message works. Is we've completed the spell, so I hear none of that. I'm sorry.
Talk to me.
He's getting really rowdy again. Okay.
Yeah, he really wants the
and
armor.
I'm broncoing. I'm like,
Sorry, we don't have any more milk.
I'll put armor if you calm down. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna sit down, goat Adam on the ground, and then try to paint a little dog armor style.
Like a dog harness kind of thing, like winter vest.
Yeah,
kind of thing?
winter dog vest. Yeah.
I want to yell. I'm like, Tyler, no! I have a specific idea of what I want the armor to be.
It's a tartan vest.
I'm doing it right now, Adam.
All right, Dell. Normally, I would walk through this process and we would sort out this magic. But as you start painting, the mist swirls up around this goat.
Okay.
Adam, can you roll me a d6?
I gotta roll it.
To roll it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's for you because it's your armor.
She's gonna paint a noose or something. I'm just gonna just get dragged behind the car. God, all right.
Noose, Jesus.
Here's some cute armor.
I'm new at this.
3. Here it comes.
3.
Here it is. No Barnyard Commandos armor for Adam.
Del, can you describe this truly majestic armor that you paint for this goat?
Oh, is majestic?
It looks so fucking cool. It's so awesome. What does it look like?
It looks like dog armor, but in a big shell. So almost like, I guess, like a Koopa with the spiky shell.
Amazing.
And then a helmet that matches, where the helmet almost looks like, I'm inspired. So it looks like the Dark Knight helmet because it's got the sides and like the spikies on top and the spiky back. And that's how it connects all around.
And Del paints it, and it looks beautiful, and it solidifies into reality. Can you all roll me perception? Including you, Adam.
Oh. Well, I don't know how perceptive a goat is. Hold on a second.
As perceptive as Adam is.
Oh, is it? Oh. Well, how's that?
It's 0.
Oh, it's 0. That makes sense. That's, yeah. All right.
I rolled an 18.
16.
15.
Oh, wait, 17. Sorry.
10.
Del, Tyler, and New Rogue, you all look at this armor snap into place and realize that it is made out of paper mache, cheap plastic, and a couple of paper panels that have been painted. Adam, you feel like you are wearing an excellent suit of armor.
Oh, you see?
Maybe it will be intimidating from far away.
I guess that's the 25 gold thing coming into play, huh?
Yeah, it seems like, it's stuff, but it's not fancy stuff.
I think he looks dashing.
Maybe camouflage then, or it doesn't have to be sturdy, but if it looks, if it lists as any indication, you can have it look any way you want, paint some camo and then maybe you can hide. I don't know.
I could just paint some rocks that are hollow, maybe.
Yeah, God knows there's a lot of rocks around here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know I look like King Koopa right now?
Yeah, you think it's incredible. Like, this is the best armor you've ever worn.
Oh, well, okay, I've played Smash Bros before, right? And Koopa has this move where he can jump and kind of use his spikes to go da 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 and do this spin attack. So I'm going to do that to test my armor.
Great. Roll me a hoof attack with advantage.
Hoof. Oh, okay. Plus 2. Oh, with advantage. Okay. Well, that's 11, and then. All right, we will take 11 then. So 13. Why am I always rolling 13?
Right. What's your AC?
I think it was 10.
Great, and it would remain to be 10 because you're wearing paper mache. Can you roll me 3d4?
3. Okay. So that's a 4. That's a 2, 6. And that's a 4, so 10.
Great. You take 11 points of damage as you smash into the ground. Pieces of plastic and wood stab through you, and you immediately start to die. And that's the end of this episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Old Man Mojo, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.